doing YouTube. It's Leroy the Machine Walker coming to you from Metroplex Long Beach. Wrapping up a 10-week training cycle, getting ready for a couple events. Getting ready for Relentless Detroit, and also going to be getting ready for a toy drive coming up in December. And to get through these long training cycles today, I want to touch on motivation, both motivation in the gym and motivation outside of the gym. Motivation for different people means a lot of different things. Obviously, it just means being motivated to reach a goal, to reach your fullest potential. But I think you also got to be motivated to lift those up around you and not just be so self-absorbed you can't stop and take the time to do the little things. I've always been big about doing the little things ever since I was little. I was that kid that came up in the gym, that was the runt, that worked out with the older guys, trying to become bigger and badder and whatnot than what I was at the time. And with that being said, it doesn't take too long to give tips, to give pointers, to pay it forward, because I looked up to a lot of people for just inspiration coming up through the gym, because I didn't have the answers. I didn't have a personal trainer. There was a lot of things I didn't have, but what I think I've always had was the ability to see the good in other people and just connect. When you go to the gym, you can see the people around you who are there, who have good intentions, who are willing to take the time to help you out, because I don't care who you are. At one point, Arnold, Lou, myself, I'm not saying I'm in that category, but the Eric Spodos, the Lily Bridges, the Brandon Lillies, all the people that are household names, they at one point had someone that they looked up to for advice, for motivation, for inspiration. And it just comes back to, you can't forget where you came from. You can't ever forget to be humble, to pay it forward, to know that there might be someone that's down and on their luck. They might be coming back from an injury. They might be down to their last, $10, and they might have not enough money to get a decent meal after they get done training. And it comes down to just doing the little things. Like that same person that's in that bind, they might turn around and lose, $10 on the floor. What are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna give it back to someone? Are you gonna keep it yourself? What if that is someone's last $10 and it's as a younger person, they got to go home and stop by the store and get food for their brother and sister? You never know when you take from someone or take for yourself what it might be taken away from someone else. So with that being said, just whether you're in the gym or outside the gym, just take time, especially with the holidays coming up, just take time to do the little things, to pay it forward. And if you know someone, you see someone else out there struggling, give them advice. Pass on what was passed to you, because at some point, not all of us have the answers. There's the stuff that's new to me that I know that I feel it's important to pass it on and to pay it forward. To give a couple examples of that, I can go back to earlier this year, my first experience really taking steps to what I feel is becoming more of a pro, or getting more involved in this whole sport called powerlifting. I was really humble going into the Fit Expo because I was unknown. I had done some lifts, I had maybe posted a couple things on YouTube. No one out there knew who I was. I was just in shock when I went up and met a guy like Brandon Lilly and Dan Green. I was excited just to be on the same flight or same ticket lifting with these guys, because I was in awe. I see these guys, they have marketing behind them, they have sponsorship, and I just man, that's where I want to be. And so I'm backstage and I'm getting ready, and I realize that I'm not only just a part of something bigger than myself. I have the opportunity that I have people up in the stands asking me questions like, what are you going to open with? What are you going to lift? And at the time I was kind of blown away that more than 2 people even knew my name or knew that I even lifted. And it was just humbling. So that was the first big eye-opener, that no matter how much you might be taking in and think that there's bigger, badder people out there, which there is, you just never know who's looking up to you. You never know who that kid in the stands might be. That person where, one of my pet peeves is seeing these athletes and seeing other people out there. They get the endorsements, they get the deals, and they can't take the 2 minutes it takes to sign an autograph, or to go to a hospital, or just to visit the old neighborhood where they came from, or the old school, and just talk to people that once walked the same halls, put on the same cleats, put on the same uniform as them. You never know how much the importance of something like that means to someone who might be going through, you know, the hardest times of their lives on a day-to-day basis. I mean, there's things I went through in adversity, but nothing compared to some of the people I'm going to have, you know, I would like to say the honor and privilege of meeting and doing something to be a part of with this upcoming meet that I'm about to fly out to in Detroit. With that being said, I'm going to, you know, Detroit is something that I felt it was an opportunity that was given upon me to by a friend of mine, a good friend, David the Beast Douglas. He took time to vouch for me, you know, to talk to the promoters and whatnot, the people that run it, and said, hey, you know, we'd like to have this guy come out here. And it was real humbling for me because it is, you know, it's a big, prestigious, to me, a prestigious chance to give back, to raise money for, you know, a really great cause, be a part of something that's like I said, is way bigger than myself. And going through that process, it's really taught me some stuff. It's taught me, you know, that there are people out there in worse off situations. It's taught me recently to be a little bit more humble. I know I get a lot of feedback from the machine, the guy that's at Venice, the guy that wants to battle the Hulk and other stuff like that. I just want to take time to, you know, just there's the machine, and then there's Leroy Walker, and as they're two of the same people. You know, we do stuff sometimes for camera, we do stuff for show, but at the end of the day, you can't take all that stuff with you. I want to leave. I want to be remembered by a legacy of someone that paid it forward, that was humble, that was, you know, softer spoken, that take time to do the right thing. Because through this thing, whether it's powerlifting or weights or whatever you want to call it, life, there's always a chance. You always get a second chance. We are always given the God-gifted ability to turn over a new leaf, to ask for forgiveness and the rights and wrongs and things that we've done, and to learn from mistakes. And so with that being said, I've learned a lot to, you know, just humble myself and to really take time to give it back, and, you know, like I said, to pay it forward. And I'm really looking forward to going out to Detroit, putting up some big numbers, but I'm not really, this is probably the most rewarding experience that I think I'm about to experience. I don't think I could put an emphasis on how much there isn't an emphasis on. I don't really go into this meet expecting to hit huge numbers. I'm really kind of humble just talking about it. It's like you see kids that can't walk or might not have another week or two or a month left, and it's like the strength that these kids got to come up with on a day-to-day basis just to make it through life is so much stronger than anything I could do on the bench. And at the end of the day, who am I to go in there and pound on my chest and lift 5, 6, you know, whatever pounds, because that's irrelevant. It's just about being strong for these kids and showing them that, you know, that you always just, whatever chance you're given, just make the best of it, live life to the fullest. And that's what I want to take with me going into Detroit, because I know they're going to live one more day, and if I can make that a happier day, as they're going to make it a happier day for me, that's something I'm just glad to be a part of. With that being said, you know, there's more opportunities than just Detroit to give back. Something I want to put out there for other people to take on and experience a chance to give back and to feel that rewarding satisfaction that comes from paying it forward is me or myself, M-Town Monsters, and one of my best friends, the founder of the Drop a Life Foundation, which is a foundation organization that's founded by a single mom. She works hard every day. She goes out in the community, the homeless community, and hands out scriptures and free water, you know, and small donations of what she can, and just pays it forward with the gospel, pays it forward with water, and trying to help out these people who are, you know, a little bit down on their times. And on, I want to say December 7th, there's a toy drive that we're all three going to do a collaboration and be a part of. I'd like to hope that everybody else, you know, can come out and be a part of that. We're going to do a crusade. We're going to give out water, donations, you know, share the word, some scripture. Then we're going to regroup, reflect on the experience, and come together, bring some unwrapped toys, you know, for this toy. It is a toy drive. It's at Muscle Beach. It's a Muscle Beach. Venice. You know, it's going to be a Joe Wheatley production. Bring some unwrapped toys, gifts, you know, whatever you can, donations. Then there's also going to be a curl competition that, you know, you're going to see a lot of people you've seen on camera, whether it's myself, Dante, you know, the Monster, M-Town Monsters, Rob, CT Fletcher. We might have Kevin Washington, or, you know, aka the Hulk, come out there. You know, it's not a competition where we're going against each other. It's just good, clean-hearted fun. At the end of this video, Dante's going to get you guys, you know, all the information, whether you want to donate to Relentless, whether you want to come out and support M-Town Monsters and the, you know, the toy drive, whether you want to hear more information and get more involved with the Drop of Life Foundation and paying it forward. But I hope that you guys take away from this message today just the opportunity that you never know when someone else is watching you. You don't know when someone else is down on their luck, and just take the time to be a good person, to try to lift people up, not put people down, show people that there's more to strength than just muscle. It's, you know, use the muscle that's inside your head. Do the right thing. You know, try to do the right thing at all times, and you'll find that that's more rewarding than any weight, than any trophy, than any medal you can get in life. Because life is a long game, you know, that we're all hopefully blessed enough to play for a long time, and just hope that you play it right. And that's about all I got to say. Stay tuned. We're gonna have a follow-up video to let you know how it goes in Detroit. But in the meantime, live big, stay strong, and make peace with the pain. Bye.